there are some people who talk about different approaches to relationships called either dating or courtship.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you've encountered those, if you have any personal thoughts about like what is meant by the terms, how they can be helpful.
I know people make in certain circles, they make some sharp distinctions between dating and courting, and dating is considered more a casual thing, and courting is when you're really getting serious. And I know in some Catholic circles, certain parents won't allow their children to date, but they'll allow them to court, and they may have a whole understanding of what they mean by those words that I don't use words in the same way.
Right.
I'm not so strict about my terminology here. I have run into people who really, no, you can't date. It's okay to court, but you're not allowed to, that's just not the way I use the language.
Yeah.
And the language is tricky because the culture has really watered it all down, and you go out, you take a woman out on a date. I forget who I was talking with recently. I can't remember who it was. I was talking with somebody he's a single person, and he was telling me that, yeah, I mean, it's just expected on the first date, so to speak. You're expected in the secular setting that it's going to end with, sexual intercourse. Like that's just given. And that if you tell the woman you don't want that, that's not what you're after, she receives that as an insult. I mean, that's just a world I haven't lived in. I know it's a common experience for a lot of people today. And if dating and courting is those strict division in those two different terms are trying to make sense out of that and trying to make distinctions, no, that's not what we mean. Okay, I get that. But I just like to talk about human relationships and what does it mean to grow in genuine love of another human being, and where is that love taking you? And are you going to call that dating? Are you going to call that courting? Are you going to call that something else? Not that words don't matter, but it's possible to use words in different senses.
Yes, it is. I think that's true. And there are so many things that have to do with people's expectations, I guess. And that was an extreme example compared to my personal experience.
Yeah.
I never went on a date with somebody who expected that, so I don't have that as a personal reference. But I can understand how that is just, it's so contrary to what we would desire anybody we care about to be entering into if they were dating somebody. I think that to me, there's a little bit of a pressure put on the word if you say only courtship is allowed, where just male-female friendship that has kind of an open-endedness to it, like I'm just exploring. What is this friendship like? Can I get to know you a little better by time just with you? To say that has to be courtship, I find that a little pressured to my thought. But I certainly appreciate things like when people say in courtship, you want to be like honoring of one another's families and spending time with in a broader relationship than just with the person, in order to really be reflecting on like, what is the purpose and the goal of our relating? That's beautiful.
Yeah, I agree.